Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to touch on the new D&D that was announced just yesterday. This is going to be the Effigy Incubator, and it will be released on September 14th, so we won't have to wait very long for this new D&D to be released. Now, this will be a monthly D&D, and it will only have a few requirements. So the requirements that you will need the Desperate Measures quest to be completed, which is a new quest. And then also 85 crafting or 85 runecrafting, invention, or smithing. So you'll need one of those level 85 to access this D&D. So basically what this D&D is, there's going to be three separate parts to it. So first off, there's going to be the resource gathering parts. So first off, you will need to start off by gathering materials, which you will then be able to create effigies with. Now, you'll need 20 of any material to craft one of these effigies, and there are different kinds, which we will touch on in a bit. And then essentially, as you train these specific skills related to your effigy, you will fill it up, and once it is all filled up, you will gain 60k in one of the 4 skills that are mentioned. So the different materials that you can gather, there's going to be 4 of them. So there's scrap metal, knickknacks, anima nuggets, and dragon flesh, and as you can see, they do correspond to a certain skill. So the scrap metal is smithing, then knickknacks invention, anima nuggets runecrafting, and dragon flesh crafting. So you will gain XP in those skills while you are gathering these materials, and then later on you'll be able to use these materials to craft effigies. So as I said, you will need 20 of any of these materials to craft an effigy. So there is going to be 4 different effigy types. Now they do have a specific skill requirement for each of the types, and as you can see, they also correspond to a specific material as well. And depending on which effigy type you do choose, you will gain XP in a different skill and also have a chance at a different Dragonkin variant, which we will look at in a bit. So here is a look at all of the 4 effigy types and the skills that correspond to these effigies. So essentially, once you do craft one of these effigies, you will be able to fill it up by training the corresponding skills related to that effigy. So for example, for the explosive effigy, you can fill it up by training cooking, fishing, mining, and woodcutting. Now, once this effigy is all filled up, you will be able to turn it into essentially 60k XP in any of those 4 skills that it does correspond to. And also, once you do open the effigy, you will have a 1 in 10 chance to upgrade it into its Dragonkin variant. So for the explosive and the unstable effigies, you can get a Dragonkin star, which will grant some additional bonus XP. And then if you have an erratic or a volatile effigy, then you will have a chance at getting a Dragonkin lamp, which will provide you some extra XP. So now that you sort of know what you get from this D&D, I wanted to talk about the creation process so that you guys know how the D&D will actually work. So as I said, you will start off by gathering the materials, and you'll gather 20 to create one of these effigies. Now there are going to be 12 different nodes that will randomly cycle between the 4 different materials that I showed you guys. And also, an effigy remnant has a chance of spawning, which will increase the rate at which you harvest these materials. It'll sort of be like the time spirit with archaeology, so something along those lines, which would basically just speed up the gathering time when you are harvesting these resources. Now the next step of the process is going to be going to the workbench, and you're going to be crafting an uncharged effigy. So once you do have this uncharged effigy, then you can go ahead and incubate it. Now, incubating it, you will need to follow instructions from the assistant, which is going to be an NPC that is standing right next to the entrance, and you will need to do some sort of steps to incubate your effigy before you can charge it. And it also will have something to do with the Effigy Incubator as well. So we don't really know the exact steps for that, but we will very shortly once it is released. And then, of course, once you have incubated your effigy, you can then go ahead and train those 4 skills to charge it up. And once it is fully charged, you'll claim those rewards. Now, this monthly D&D is going to be a bit different than the others. So usually you'll be able to do this action once and then you're done for your monthly D&D. But with this one, it's going to be time-based. So I'm assuming that every 30 days, you'll have either a day or 2 to create as many effigies as you want. And then once that time is up, the D&D will become inactive, and you'll have to wait another 30 days for it to become active again so you can craft more effigies. Now, there is also other few details that I do want to talk about. So, of course, while this D&D is inactive, you will still be able to actually use the D&D, but it will be slightly worse. And you'll be able to still gather additional resources, and you'll gain what's called incubator points. Now, these incubator points can be spent on rewards, including up to 10 ready-made effigies per month. So that's basically just 10 more effigies that you can claim every month for some really nice XP. And then, of course, the XP and gathering rates will be lowered when the monthly D&D is inactive. So you will need to spend more time gathering your resources, and you'll gain less XP throughout the D&D. And so that is basically all of the information we have for this new D&D. It is going to be released on September 14th, so we really don't have to wait very long to try it out. Also on September 14th, there is going to be a full rework of the Penguin Hide and Seek D&D. So that's going to be another update that will be released on that day as well. So lots of content coming. There's also been a ton of content announced that is going to be coming into the game relatively soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this monthly D&D, if you're excited for it, if you kind of wish they did something else for an update or something like that. But yeah, I am genuinely interested to see what you guys think of this D&D. I'm not opposed to it. It's just some more free XP that you can get every month, so nothing really wrong with that. It's nice that it does tie in to the new quest and also that storyline as well. There's a bit more lore behind effigies and things like that. So that is a nice addition to the game. So yeah, that is basically it for the Effigy Incubator. You'll be able to see it in a few days on September 14th. And I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more RuneScape 3 content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.